So I think first off, it's just formation. Let's just start with that. I mean, we saw a lot more shotgun, right? That was the obvious. We saw a little bit of under center, not a ton. I think with the shotgun, you automatically you gain another runner, right? You will, the quarterback can run the ball out of the shotgun much more effectively than under center. Again, I say this a lot. Now, if you're a common listener to this podcast, you've heard me say this, which is most offensive plays are 9 on 11. The quarterback hands off to a running back, and then there's 9 blockers for 11 defenders. So your guy has to make one guy miss or 2 guys miss, right? I guess what happens is when the quarterback runs the ball or the quarterback run is involved, maybe he doesn't even run, but the threat of the zone read is there where he can occupy a defensive end. It's now 10 on 11. And if one guy misses, you can have a big play. We've seen that. We saw a dynamic running attack with Illinois 4 or 5 years ago, A.J. Bush and Reggie Corbin. Now they couldn't throw the ball well, but we've seen that under Rod Smith offenses and whatnot. So that's what I would say. The quarterback run, DeVito did not show that at all. And I think that was on purpose. Okay. I saw a lot of him getting out of the pocket too on the sprint out or rollout, which I think is great. But I also saw what we would call more gap scheme run. So we're a very heavy zone team last year. A zone is just linemen are going to be like, we call it elephants on parade as defender. You're going to see a bunch of elephants or big linemen moving one direction, right? Now everybody has a little bit of zone blocking in their scheme, but a gap scheme is a true pull, what they call pin pull techniques. So you have down blocks and pulls around. Rod Smith utilized a lot of this stuff, and we saw a lot of counter plays, which I think really fits some of the downhill nature of our guys. The zone play, you got to go back like Chase Brown. They can do anything. And McCray's very patient. We saw that. So they can run the zone. They've shown that. But I think the ability to hit a big run and fast downhill with the gap scheme and pulling linemen, I think gives us a chance to have a few more explosive runs. So a few things. First off, I think the core of that defense is very, very solid, right? We didn't see Keith Randolph play, but Johnny Newton, Keith Randolph, Calvin Hart, it looked to be healthy. Tariq Barnes, very experienced, has always played very productive football. And then Sidney Brown, all in the core. And they move Sidney around a lot of different spots. But I think the core of the defense is very, very solid. I think some question marks for me, Vertus Brown. How can he hold up at nose? He's listed at 340, and he's wide. One of the more wide guys we have. How good will he be at nose? How good will Calvin Avery? Will he flashes every now and then, but it hasn't been consistent enough to gain full playing time. And then the pass rush questions, right? Carney and Gay, those guys seem like they had been here forever. And I felt like they finally blossomed last year, especially last half of the year, into the players that, they were touted to be. And we're going to miss those guys. I think Seth Coleman looks the part. I know Seth really pressed Carney and Gay for some time, got some starts, got banged up. So I think Seth Coleman's going to be solid. Zeke's on the other side. But I do envision, from what I hear, I have never seen him play, but Jared Beatty and Gabe, is it Yakis? Yakis. Those seem to be the body types they want. Shaman Cooper is kind of a mystery, I think, to all fans because touted out of high school. And the question is he going to get on the field, either an inside or outside? It seems like they're trying to get away. So we knew there'd be position battles at the outside backer. That's where a lot of your pressure is going to come from.